Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Adventure SG. So let's do another interesting word problem on rates. Let's read the question first. Mrs. Lee can make 520 cupcakes in 2 hours. Part A of the question is how many cupcakes does Mrs. Lee make in 5 hours? And part B is how long does it take for Mrs. Lee to make 390 cupcakes? So what we have here is that we are given that Mrs. Lee is able to make 520 cupcakes in 2 hours, and the first thing we need to find out is how many cupcakes she will be able to make in 5 hours. Okay, so for this one, right, first we need to find out at what rate she is making the cupcakes. At what rate Mrs. Lee is making the cupcakes. So let's do that. Okay, so what we are given here is in 2 hours, right, in 2 hours she is able to make 520 cupcakes, right? So what do you think, how much she will be able to make in 1 hour, right? So first we need to find how much she will be able to make in 1 hour, because we need to find out her rate, at what rate she's making the cupcake, right? So in 1 hour, it's obvious, in 1 hour she will be able to make 520 divided by 2. That will give us 260 cupcakes, right? So her rate, at the rate at which she is making the cupcakes, is 260 cupcakes per hour, right? And now since we know that in 1 hour she is able to make 260 cupcakes, we can easily find how many she can make in 5 hours, right? So in 5 hours she will be able to make 5 times 260, right? That will give us 1300 cupcakes, right? So that answers our part A, right? Now let's move on to part B. The question is, how long does it take for Mrs. Lee to make 390 cupcakes, right? So we will still use the same information but in a different way, right? Look at it, how I'm solving it. See, so now we have to find out the time, right? So we'll write the same information, but we'll write it like this. Okay, so she is making 520 cupcakes in how much time? She is taking 2 hours, right? So she is making, now Mrs. Lee is making 520 cupcakes in 2 hours. So how long she will take to make one cupcake, right? How long she will take to bake one cupcake? It will be 2 by 520, right? So that will give us, that will be equal to 1 by 260 hours, right? We can write it full thing here, hours. Okay, so basically Mrs. Lee takes 1 by 260 of the hour from to in order to make one cupcake. So how long she will take to make 390 cupcakes? So if one cupcake she takes this much time, so obviously 390 cupcakes, right, she will be taking how long? Obviously 390 times 1 by 260, right? So if you solve it, you will get it, it's equal to 1.5 hours. Okay, so basically in order to make 390 cupcakes, she will take 1.5 hours, right? So that answers our part B. Okay, so it looks pretty straightforward, but maybe some of you might have noticed it, but for those who haven't noticed, please notice something here. You see, for part A I have written it like 2 hours is equivalent to 520 cupcakes. However, for part B, right, I have written the exact opposite. 520 cupcakes is done in 2 hours. So when to write what, right? A lot of my students ask this question, teacher, when should I write like this and when should I write like that? So the simple answer is, just read the question carefully. The part A of the question is saying how many cupcakes. What is being asked here is the number of cupcakes. So the if put the number of put the thing which is asked in the question on the right hand side. Okay, here in part A, the number of cupcakes has been asked. So put the number of cupcakes on the right hand side, and the other thing which is here time is on the left hand side. Means the variable, the thing which is being asked, put it on the right hand side, and the thing which is given, put it in the left hand side. So for those who are like confused, what is right hand side, what is left hand side, I just give you a simple example, right? So let's take a simple example like let's say 3 unit is equal to 15. So this is a simple mathematical equation, right? Simple equation, right? In this, the everything on the right of equal to sign is called right hand side, and this side, right, which is obviously left of the equal to sign, is left hand side. So for this equation, right, 3 unit is on the left hand side and 15 is on the right hand side. Okay, so similarly, so if you now, I hope you are clear what is right hand side, what is left hand side, right? So the thing in question, you should put it on the right hand side, and the thing which is given should be on the left hand side, right? Now for this one, for part A, they are asking how many cupcakes. That's why the cupcake is on the right hand side. And for part B, they are asking how long does it take for Mrs. Lee. So they are asking for time. That's why here the time is on the right hand side, right? And the cupcakes are on the left hand side, right? So actually it's very quite straightforward. It's logical also to put it in this way, right? But for those who get confused during exam, you can use this technique. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the solution. Keep watching and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.